Boom, we're live. Naked Sports taking over. MMA Complete episode 38. What's up?
Taking over.
All right. So we are going live. March 18th is today. We are about 9 days away from UFC 260.
Is it?
And we are, what is it now? 12 days away from 259. That was the last one.
We are 12 days
It's
away?
been 12 days since we saw Israel Adesanya lose for the first time. Went by quick, honestly.
Yeah.
We are 9 days away from watching.
Maybe deserved it.
We're watching 9 days away from Stipe beating Ngannou again.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I think he's more prepared this time.
I'm sure he is too, but I think that Stipe's got it.
It's hard not to choose the champion because he's the underdog, but it's yeah.
And
I think.
Speaking of that,
I
coming
think
next
Stipe.
week, here at Naked Sports, where MMA Complete will be switching over to from now on. We will be coming out with a show before MMA Complete. So right now you're watching this Thursday nights, 8 p.m. on Naked Sports and SFBNRI, including MMA Complete YouTube and Twitter, and
shit.
Naked Sports YouTube.
Oh, they have a YouTube too?
They have a YouTube too. We have a YouTube too.
Yeah, we do.
We're gonna be doing 2 consecutive shows Thursday nights from 7 to 9 p.m. First, we're gonna be doing Bet the Deed podcast, which is going to be the first uncensored, live, betting centered show that we've done for Naked Sports. And it's going to be great because that has been the one thing that has really hindered us from doing a complete show that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
We talked about it a little bit, but we're going to be able to really get in depth and we're going to be going to talk numbers. And we can't really talk about it too much because obviously, actually, no, we can now because we're Naked Sports now.
Okay.
So we're going to be going Bet the Deed all the way. We're going to be talking sports. We're going to be talking gambling. We're going to save it for next week.
Gambling picks, even now, it doesn't have to be strictly MMA. It can be like.
Oh, it's definitely not going to be strictly MMA.
No, definitely not. We know all sports. Probably who's going to be MVP next year.
Right.
Dude, Cardinals with their signs that just happened,
Yeah, I think the Cardinals have the best free agency so far.
Best free agency, and their odds are kind of crazy to win the Super Bowl. So
I bet it is.
Why not toss money on that?
Right, and we're going to be talking about all that and more next week, 7 p.m. on Thursday. So that'll be coming to you live March 25th, 7 p.m. Naked Sports, and we might even set up our own YouTube channel for that too. But anyway, that's not what we came to talk about tonight. Tonight we're gonna be talking about the fight night coming live in 2 days between Derek Brunson and Kevin Holland. And we're also going to be talking about UFC 260, which is only a week and a half away. Not even a week and a half away. We were just looking at it a little bit. Unfortunately, we're going to talk about last week's fight night too. Main evented by Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad, and we'll talk about that in a second.
Oh my god.
But for right now, the fight night coming up in 2 days, UFC fight night. I can't even keep track anymore. I think it's 189. Yeah, they don't even say. I think it's fight night 189. Derek Brunson and Kevin Holland, and there is little to no undercard fights at all. The amount of fights is the regular, but it's just like I saw one guy. It was Trevin Giles is fighting Roman Dolidze. Roman Dolidze 8-0 in a middleweight bout. Trevin Giles 13-2. That's a decent fight. Besides that, there's nothing.
Yeah, I mean the undefeated record is kind of like the pusher.
But the main event's pretty good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Kevin Holland and Derek Brunson is definitely going to be a barn burner. It's probably going to be a finish too.
Absolutely going to be a finish. I do not see that going to decision.
No.
Well, I mean, everyone's probably saying that, so it's probably going to happen.
Right. That's what usually happens. Yeah. But
Kevin Holland could be scared. Know. He could be not scared, but for Derek Brunson to just rush in on him.
Derek Brunson has a hell of a lot of power. He's going to be probably the best person that Kevin Holland has ever fought. Yeah. We obviously know that he's coming off a 5-fight win streak that happened largely in 7 months in 2020. So that's super impressive. But they were against guys like
6 wins in 6 months?
No.
Or 6 fights in a year. 6 wins in a year.
5 fights in 7 months.
No.
I think he had 7 fights last year, but he lost his first 2.
Okay.
I think something like that. But I mean, his last fight was obviously crazy because he was going for the 5th fight in a row, and he knocked out Jacare, and he did it from his back. So that was crazy. But Jacare's not what he used to be.
No.
He was 40 years old. He's not top 10 anymore. I don't even think he was ranked at all. You know,
Is he coming off a win?
I don't think so. I don't think he had fought in a year.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like so, like, this is going to be his first true test. And,
right. And Derek Brunson, we saw in 2020, defeat another guy with a similar hype, Edmund Shabazian, who was like the next thing in middleweight. He was super young, came in 11-0, and Derek Brunson tuned him up in 5 rounds.
Yeah.
So Brunson is legit. He's super experienced. He's got a hell of a lot of power that Holland's going to have to get away from. We saw in his last fight, though, Kevin Holland, his reach is a huge advantage for him.
Dude, he's the John Jones of that division.
He is the John Jones.
His reach is similar.
So Kevin Holland is going to have a 4-inch reach advantage. He's also an inch taller and 9 years younger than Derek Brunson.
And Derek Brunson's reach isn't even that short. It's 77 inches.
No, that's really good.
So,
no, Kevin Holland has the same reach as Israel Adesanya.
Yeah.
Which is saying something. So that I'm not even kidding. Like, we have a lightweight bout between two guys with only one loss: Gregor Gillespie versus Brad Riddell. That's a decent fight.
No, who's Brad Riddell?
I've never heard of. I've heard of Gregor Gillespie.
All right,
but I haven't heard of Brad.
I haven't really heard of both.
So yeah, that's basically it for this fight night coming up. It's not going to be a huge card, although the main event is definitely going to be impactful and probably a really good fight, if we're being honest.
Yeah, people will watch that. They will wait to watch that fight. They might. That's like, this is the type of card where you kind of just watch the main card, or just like.
Well, I think you might be able to get it for free.
Oh yeah.
And the main card does start at 8:00, which means that the main event will be around 10:30.
Yeah.
So
who's Travis Lutter? Yeah.
Travis Lutter is an old school UFC fighter who now trains people.
Yeah.
Travis Lutter was a lightweight champion, like one of the first in UFC's history.
Yeah.
And he had a couple good fights with BJ Penn way back in the day.
He trains Kevin Holland.
Yeah, okay.
And he's very highly on Kevin Holland. Like, he thinks that he is like the next biggest thing. Like, he's on the podcast with Joe Rogan. Mm-hmm. That's why I'm saying it. And
you never know with that though. Like, I'm sure they say that all the time. Right. But yeah, Travis Lutter is legit as they come. So if he says there's something special, there is, which we already know because Kevin Holland is a big deal already. He didn't get there by accident. Winning 5 fights in a row in 7 months. I don't care if you're fighting the same people that Khamzat Chimaev fought. Like, if you win 5 fights in 7 months, you're
knocking people's heads off when your back's on the canvas. Yeah, you're doing pretty well.
All right.
Who do you think's gonna win that fight though? We never got into that.
We talked about it last week a little bit. My instinct's telling me Brunson. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna say Derek Brunson.
I'm gonna go Kevin Holland.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Kevin Holland.
See, I like Kevin Holland on the ground in this fight.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Yeah.
Who knows? Who fucking knows? We haven't gotten a solid prediction of a fight in like a
we've gotten some predictions. Absolutely.
We have the right predictions as far as people who've won, but like we haven't totally picked out, especially the big fights. Like, I picked Sterling, but I didn't pick Sterling by DQ.
Yeah.
I picked Mark picked Blachowicz.
Yeah.
So that you got that. I think we all had Leon Edwards. That didn't fucking happen.
Yeah, but
then we got
nothing happened. No one won.
Right. And then we got who was the other? We all had Amanda Nunes, obviously. Yeah. I had Dominic Cruz.
Yeah, but we had the over and Amanda Nunes. She fucking finished it in the first round.
Yeah, I know, right? So... That was funny.
That was crazy. I did not expect that.
Was like a minute for Amanda Nunes.
Yeah.
But yeah, so do you want to get into this right now? We can talk about a couple because last week's fight night was actually pretty banging. We had some good fights.
Yeah, we can talk about it now.
All right. Right before that, we're gonna welcome in Dylan, who's
Dylan Furtado.
Fashionably late.
Sorry, we're in the Carhartt.
You didn't even get Subway.
He's allowed to be.
No, because I ran.
You ran. You didn't even drive.
No,
in the rain. Oh.
You fucking ran 2 miles.
And you got beers in the pocket.
Wow, bro, that's killer.
Wow, that's fucking
only
great.
2.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm just kidding, bro.
I
got beers.
Got beers for days, and Locals is still open. So
Locals is only open till 8:30 tonight.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah, no.
Shout out Randy.
These locals.
Shout out
Randy.
yeah.
Facts. Shout out the Tappins.
Randy, he got Austin pretty
Dude,
wavy the other
He hooked
night.
it up, dude.
This kid came to
Randy,
locals.
he hooked it up the other night.
Yeah.
This
Dude,
dude
he gave
got
me like 3 shots in one thing. I was fucking like,
this dude got like 5 shots, 2 beers, and a chowder.
yeah, the chowder.
Fuck did I do?
The chowder.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about Leon Edwards and Bilal Muhammad. That's what we were just about to get into. We kind of did the preface stuff already where we talked about. I didn't see it either.
I saw it. I saw the.
Yeah, I saw the
highlights. I saw the
playbacks.
fight.
Leon Edwards fucking got him right in the eye.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like he was
It was
blind.
bad.
Blind.
Bad.
Don't say that.
He was. He said he couldn't see out of the eye.
Yeah.
He
Shut
was
it
really blind.
immediately.
That's
Now
why-
here's my thing. All right, we're all talking about how Sterling's a big ass faker. I haven't seen anybody talk about how Bilal Muhammad's a big ass faker.
Whoa.
That is
Just went there. Okay.
Good
Yeah.
shout out. Good shout.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, have you
Fair
like
point.
everybody has been bagging Leon Edwards, rightfully so.
Not a title fight.
Rightfully
Wait,
so.
you're saying
Who gives a fuck if it's a
Sterling?
No,
title
not a
fight?
title
Sterling
fight. Not a title
milked it. You're saying that?
No, I'm saying people have said that Sterling milked it,
fight. Dude, Peter,
but no one is saying that Muhammad milked it.
Piotr Jan, dude, is talking shit.
No, because he got blinded. But I saw.
Jan got kneed in the fucking head when he was on the ground. You know how vicious that shit
Well,
was?
he had one knee on the ground.
Yeah, that's still
Do
illegal.
you think?
No, it's illegal. It's
I know.
not like
All right, no.
it's not like, well, it's
No.
illegal.
All right,
It's
no,
illegal.
You're
let's
talking about
talk-
the decision.
Enough.
He's talking.
What? You're talking about the decision portion of this?
No.
Like what happened after?
Hold on. Let's just hear what he has to say. 'Cause
No.
he shushed me.
Yeah,
on my own
because you wouldn't
podcast.
let me talk. Yeah, hour. So, we need contract.
I'm
No,
a guest, motherfucker.
do you think
Need
that
work.
rule? If he's basically getting up. He's on one knee. Do you think they should change that
No.
rule?
They
I think-
have
I think-
special get-ups. They have
Yeah, there's different rules depending on what
You gotta
athletic
think-
they-
types of get-ups.
You gotta-
If you have
you
like
gotta-
if you get up with like one
Yeah.
hand on the ground, you put your foot in front of the other.
I don't think so. I think
Seriously.
as long as you have a knee on the ground, or if you have a hand on the ground, you should not be able to get
It's
any part of the leg to the head. You can get
It's-
kicked in the body or the legs.
you got to think about how close that is to getting up, though.
You
Like,
gotta think that Jan,
you're this.
I
close.
realize that, but I
Jan could
don't.
have thrown so many other strikes.
Yeah.
Right?
No,
you could've.
absolutely.
He coulda,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, I'm not
I mean,
saying
none
he-
of the
he
other ones
did.
were working. He was.
He
He,
did.
was trying to throw other strikes.
He
but
has no excuse for it, to be honest. Like, oh, I thought he was getting up. Well, he wasn't. So you made a mistake. You fucking
Yeah,
paid
you
for
sh-
it.
you-
Yeah, I was
You
just
should've-
I was
you
just
should've
saying if
known
you
not
guys
to.
think if they should change the rule.
I hear what you're saying, but I
Yeah.
think as long as that is a rule, which I
Is that a motion of getting up
no.
on one knee?
Dude, he didn't move for like 10 seconds. Literally didn't move. He was like that.
Yeah.
Holding Jan's hand against his head with one knee down for 5 seconds. It's not like he was like
should the ref
stirring.
should the ref should have stood him up? You think or no?
No, because it wasn't 5
Jan
seconds. I don't
should've
think he
thrown
would have
some
stepped
other
up.
strike.
Right. Jan
Yeah.
should have gone for an uppercut. Jan should
Yeah.
have kicked him in the body.
Thrown some more.
His arms might have
hooks.
just been so tired. He was just like fuck it. Knee.
Well,
Well, it
if
was
his
fifth
arms were
round.
that
Not-
tired,
the fifth round.
not fuck it, but like just
if his arms were that tired in the 4th round after throwing like 60 strikes, like Jan was not spent by any
Yeah.
means. Sterling was spent. Jan was not. Jan should have had completely the right mind. I don't know how we got into this. Oh, because Muhammad. Okay,
Yeah.
so do you think Muhammad should be getting some backlash for
No.
having the
He
fight
got blinded.
stopped? Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah. So
Having-
Sterling didn't get blinded.
Sterling didn't get blinded. He got concussed.
Yeah.
Got concussed.
Yeah.
No, both fights should have
Yeah,
been
but isn't that
stopped.
blind? That's kind of blinded.
I was thinking about this during the week, and I just wanted to, air out my
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I
last
think
week
I had a
too,
bet on Bilal.
But
Now, let me ask you this
should the
follow up.
belt should the belt vacate?
Yes, I brought up that I was definitely of that opinion.
You weren't here last week, so do you think the belt should be vacated? I think it's a weird rule because it's only in like one certain instance.
I don't even know
But
if
it's
you
like
should
a-
really vacate it, but I don't think it should have switched hands.
like,
Like I would rather Jan keep the title than Sterling get the title,
you know,
but I think vacate would be the
Yes.
best way.
if Sterling had the balls to just come out and say like, "I'll fight him again,"
Right,
That's
this
what
would
I
be so
mean.
different.
It'd be
It
so
would be
much
so
easier.
different. He's like, nah, I don't think he deserves a rematch. He didn't follow the rules. You fucking kidding me, dude?
it's like
He
Like,
might
you
be
would've-
hyping it up. He might be hyping it up.
But that's the thing. If they would have vacated it and made the rematch and made the bad blood with Sterling talking shit and Piotr Jan talking shit in Russian to get those motherfuckers into it, that shit would have sold.
You think? Yeah.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
Well, obviously, we all think that.
Oh,
but
yeah, dude. Get the rematch on an undercard Khabib main event in Russia.
No.
5 million buys.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
5
more than 5
million
That's
buys.
more than 5 million.
You
That's
get,
more than 5 million.
dude, you get American,
But that's not
Russian,
happening.
2 championships.
Oh, dude.
That
It's
might
not
be like
fucking
that might be a pay-per-view breaker.
So I saw a statistic today about Khabib. Khabib's fight before McGregor, which was it escapes me right now. Was it Iaquinta?
Just for the belt.
His fight right before McGregor got something like 600,000 buys. Then he fought McGregor, and that got 3.2 million buys. And then his fight against Gaethje got 800,000
Might have been
buys.
Poirier.
800,000? No.
It was Poirier, not. You're right, not Gaethje. It was Poirier. Got 800,000 buys.
No, definitely more than 800,000.
No, 800,000.
That's it?
Yep.
I
And
thought
that's a record? Like
3.2 is 800.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
But yeah,
That's Khabib's
that's Connor's. That's Connor's right there.
3.2.
3.2 is the Khabib McGregor is the highest selling pay-per-view ever.
But
like it's just crazy that McGregor just like puts that shit out there. Like 600,000, 800,000. Yeah, you're big time. 3.2.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway,
It's just McGregor,
I'm getting off topic. Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. There was a couple of the fights. You didn't watch the fight nights, did you? So Ryan Spann knocked out Misha Serkinov in the first round. That was a pretty impressive fight. Mark Tosi's not going to be coming through. And Dan Ige had a win over Gavin Tucker also last weekend. So props to Dan Ige. Dan Ige's been around for a minute. I don't think there was anything really in the prelims. No. And we talked about Derek Brunson, Kevin Holland, but that's who's headline in the fight night coming up this weekend. Wow. Yeah, it's a good fight. Too bad the rest of the card is absolute shit.
Really?
There's
no other fights.
There's 0 people.
Who do you got?
Think? Who do you got?
Yeah, I don't know. Holland's scary.
We got one
Holland's a
for
scary
Holland.
dude.
we got one for Brunson, one for Holland.
Ooh. You got Brunson? Yeah. Okay.
I haven't thought about it too much. Like this fight could go either way, and I honestly have no favorites for it, so I don't really care.
Dude, he's a scary dude.
Kevin Holland, he is, but this is his biggest test by far.
He's picking the right thing to bet, I think.
I'm just replaying his fucking.
Oh yeah, I'm sure
knockout
Derek
over
Brunson is a
Jacare.
heavy underdog.
Yeah, but Jacare, like we were saying, he was old on the way out. Like, doesn't really.
Yeah. I mean, you could say he had a weak chin. He was on his way out.
Absolutely.
Kind of just clipped him. Like that's
Right.
it was such a scary looking knockout, man.
But he
Holy
fucking
fuck.
got it, man.
Yeah.
Holy shit, did he get it?
Oh, on the button.
All right.
It's accurate.
So I'd be remiss if I weren't to say that we are 1 month out from Jake Paul Ben Askren.
Oh, here we go.
We're also 1 month out from a new fight, which was previously scheduled to have another competitor who pulled out. Robert Whittaker versus Kelvin Gastelum, because it used to be Robert Whittaker versus Paulo Costa.
Paul Costa pulled out. Got
Yeah.
drunk.
He has
again.
the flu.
Bitch.
Um,
So it's Gastelum.
So now it's
Stepping in.
Gastelum stepping in to fight Robert Whittaker in a fight that should have happened 2 years ago. Because you remember the interim fight, Kelvin Gastelum versus Robert Whittaker? Excuse me, Israel Adesanya versus Robert Whittaker.
Yeah.
Versus Gastelum. I'm sorry. Adesanya Gastelum.
Mm-hmm.
For the belt.
For the interim belt.
Was it?
It was the interim belt.
Yeah.
That was supposed to be
Whittaker.
Whittaker versus Gastelum, but Whittaker tore his ACL.
Ooh. Yeah.
So now we're going to get to see it 2 years later. So that's going to be a really good fight. I got Robert Whittaker in it, for
I
sure.
got Whittaker for sure.
I wouldn't
lost
sleep on
Adesanya.
Gastelum, but yeah, I think I got Whittaker.
I would have liked to see it Costa versus Whittaker. Although I think Whittaker would have won anyway, I would have liked to see it. I'm starting to become like anti-Paulo Costa, I gotta say. The excuses to the backing out. I'm sure he has
The
his
wine
reasons.
excuse.
Always.
The wine
Right.
excuse kind of like was kind of like, dude, just take the L. Like,
Yeah.
just take the L.
Right. You're fighting
His
one of the
face-
best ever. You can
Yeah.
just say like, yeah, you got
You
me.
tell me you just cut a bunch of weight and then you're drinking wine. Like, dude, you're about to go fight for the championship.
What a dumbass.
You're unprofessional. If that's the case.
Yeah, he got a little too loose. We're going to take a quick commercial break right now. When we come back, we will be talking about UFC 260 and how that's going to line up, which is only 9 days away. So you're watching MMA Complete, brought to you by Naked Sports and SFB NRI. Check out all Naked Sports and SFB NRI platforms: YouTube, Twitch, Periscope, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Tinder,
Bumble,
TikTok.
TikTok.
Bumble, Jesus. Also check out MMA Complete YouTube and Twitter page. We'll be right back. Thank you, everybody.
You should make it something to do with coffee. Boom, we're back.
Boomer Live. Something to do with coffee?
Like it's Sunday morning. Yeah. You're having coffee.
Yeah, right.
You should.
And,
we're thinking of names. Sorry.
Yeah. Along with the new Bet the Deed podcast, which will be coming live next Thursday at 7 p.m., right before our regularly scheduled 8 p.m. MMA Complete podcast on Naked Sports, IG Live, YouTube, and Twitter, and TikTok. We will be introducing another show, which will mainly just be hosted by me, but I'm going to be bringing you guys on every now and then when I have different topics. But like that's just going to be my every kind of sport, whatever talk, and I don't know what to call it yet. So Duncan.
I don't know, like something. I feel like
coffee.
Do something with coffee. I feel like
Coffee
that should
sports.
be like your
Coffee and sports. Yeah, some shit like that. And I'm just drinking coffee the whole time. I'm down with that.
No.
Oh no, I'm down with that.
You should try different coffees or something.
Like
I can
Broaden
do
your
that.
horizons.
Espresso.
Yeah. We could do that on here. We could do different beers.
I like
here.
Maxwell House. That's my favorite coffee.
Yeah.
Okay.
You get something shit from Colombia.
So UFC 260 is right around the corner. UFC 260 will be the last UFC event through the COVID times that has not had full capacity, because UFC 261 will have full capacity. So we're going to be talking about UFC 260.
Fuck that line, bro.
I know.
Starbucks? Are you talking about Starbucks though?
Yeah.
Dude, it's 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's ridiculous.
No, I'm not waiting that line for coffee, bro.
Absolutely not.
I'd rather
you can't even go in either. If you go in, they're like, no, you have to go in the drive-thru. Like, fuck you.
I'd rather kick rocks.
So I was just saying UFC 260 is the last pay-per-view event to not be held at full capacity, because UFC 261 will be held at full capacity.
Should we get vaccinated and go?
You want to go to Jacksonville? UFC 261?
How much?
I'm trying to find tickets, man. It's tough.
You got to be vaccinated.
Really?
You got to show proof that you've been vaccinated. Okay. I'll do it.
I'll find a way.
We're going to get vaccinated in a month?
Yeah.
Both.
That'll require some strings being pulled. No, tough.
We'll walk into that bitch. Like,
they're only vaccinating 60-year-olds right now.
You gotta go to UFC.
It's not even like
you're a veteran. You gotta cut the line or something.
Yeah, it's like it's not even celebrities and shit. Like, you know, Kanye hasn't been vaccinated yet. Like, they're doing Kanye's mom because she's 60 years old. That's really how they're doing it.
Kanye's mom's
okay. Is she
Jamie?
Yeah.
Okay. But you get what I'm saying. Like, they're really focusing older people. So should we just go in? You know those makeup artists that turn Johnny Knoxville and Spike Jonze into the grandpa and grandma?
Yeah, that's what we should do.
Yeah, we should do that.
Okay, go ID.
Just spend $3,000 so we can get a vaccination, and then go to UFC and
spend another $3,000.
Not even get tickets to go in and shit. But yeah,
sick, though.
We should just fly there and just get in.
UFC 261 will be held on April 24th.
Just sneak in.
Will be held on April 24th in Jacksonville, Florida. Will be the first event with full capacity. And as soon as that date got announced, was this Wednesday?
Oh.
No, it's Thursday. So it was Monday? I think it was Monday. Kamaru Usman versus Jorge Masvidal for the welterweight title got rescheduled. That will happen April 24th. Thoughts?
Masvidal.
Jorge Masvidal.
Yeah.
Changed my mind. Fuck it.
Wow, that was
Fuck
quick.
it.
All right, so I got a couple thoughts. One, Usman.
Yeah, I know.
I
It
got
is-
Usman. It's gonna be Usman. Two, it sucks that we're not gonna get to see the Ultimate Fighter because as soon as this fight got scheduled, it came out that they were trying to get these two to do Ultimate Fighter, but as soon as Florida released capacity, they just said, "Fuck it, we're just gonna book a fight."
Yeah.
Damn.
Right. Three, this is a money fight. Jorge doesn't deserve a title shot.
Yeah, he does.
No, he doesn't.
What are you talking about?
No, he doesn't.
You're bringing up a good point.
Do you want to talk about his performance? On a
Yeah.
6-day notice.
Yeah,
That was impressive. That was impressive.
It
That was impressive. That's what swings me his way. That's what swings me his way.
What did Usman just be?
Burns. Gilbert Burns. Gilbert.
Took a big shot from Burns though. That's what's kind of
So Jorge
Who else is in the
deserves
top?
it.
Who else is in like?
Colby.
Kobe.
I don't want to see Colby fight.
Why? Dude,
Because I just
Colby.
don't like him. That's why.
Bro, I
It's
want to
fucking
see
why.
Colby fight Usman.
You look me in the face and you say, "Who do you like more, Colby or Jorge?" I'm gonna say Jorge 1,000 times.
That's great. Who would win in a fight, Colby or Jorge?
That's the fight I want to see. That's the fight I want to see.
That's the fight that we deserve to see as UFC
we
fans.
deserve to see that fight.
By the way, I've been peddling that fight for like
Maybe later.
5 months.
2 months.
No,
No,
dude.
2 months.
So
Two
what's Colby,
solid
what's
months.
Colby up to right now? What's he doing? Why is he not getting this fight? What's the reason?
Bro,
Broken
he beat he beat Tyron Woodley, and then he beat
Mauled Tyron.
someone else. Who did Colby just beat? Colby just beat somebody.
Tyron Woodley's first name is Tyron.
Tyron Woodley's first name is Tyron. What?
Tyrone.
Is
Didn't
it
he
pronounced
just-
Tyrone?
He
Woodley?
didn't beat anybody? I thought Colby just
Is
beat
it?
somebody.
Tyrone?
No,
Is
it's
it Ty-
Tyron.
Is it
It's
Tyron?
Tyron. Yeah. It's Tyron. Swear to God.
Did
But
Woodley?
is it pronounced Tyrone?
When's Woodley fighting? Soon.
Woodley's fighting on 260. Woodley's fighting Luque on UFC
Now
260.
that is interesting.
It is.
Luque just lost to somebody. Who did he lose to?
I might have Woodley in that fight.
Did he just lose? I thought he just
I
won.
might have
just
Woodley in
lost.
that fight, and that sounds crazy, but
Vicente, the silent assassin Luque. He just beat Edmund Shabat. No, he just beat Randy Brown.
Really?
Vicente
hell is
Luque's
that?
He lost.
Vicente Luque's last loss
No
was
offense, Randy
against
Brown.
Stephen Thompson. So that's
How long ago was that?
his last loss was November 19. He had 2 fights, May and August 2020, beat Nico Price and Randy Brown,
well,
both by knockout. And now he's fighting Tyron Woodley. Tyron Woodley hasn't fought since he lost to Colby Covington. Tyron Woodley,
this
man.
is what we were saying.
Drop off.
Continue.
Tyron Woodley's
Drop
record,
off.
it is a drop off, but if you look at it,
It's like
This man-
Covington, Usman, who? I don't see
Wait,
who-
what?
Burns.
Burns.
That's the top 3 ranked fighters in welterweight right now.
You're telling me he doesn't have a chance?
And by the way, he only got finished once in his career. Tyron Woodley.
Yeah. And his other loss is Stephen Thompson, top 5 guy. That's as
Top
close as
5 guy.
he is. Stephen Thompson.
He's a top 5. Yeah, he's 5 right now.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Stephen Thompson is 5. Right there.
No, my
Jorge Masvidal's 4, by the way. Colby's 1. Jorge's the
What
money
is,
fight.
what is Colby? Is he hurt?
Money
Do you
fight.
know?
No, he's just probably trying to get bank.
From
no,
what?
it's a good fight
Because he's the best fighter in that division besides Usman.
16
I haven't heard
notice.
anything about him since he lost and gave up the tough
He
shit.
lost in the closest fight Usman's had with the belt.
Okay.
And then he beat Tyron Woodley soundedly.
Over a year ago.
He beat Tyron Woodley in September. 5.5 months ago. He also broke his jaw and then beat Usman in the next round. 4th round. So what
Was it
if
a
he puts on...
stoppage?
So what... Yeah, he got knocked out at the end.
Hmm.
He didn't get flatlined. It was a TKO.
Usman's got weird reach. He's got weird straights.
He has one of the best
Weird.
jabs ever.
Oh, it's weird.
His jab is ridiculous.
Yeah.
And he keeps it up to the 5th round.
Right, but to me, Kamaru Usman's top 3 fighters in the world, pound for pound. You got Jones, Khabib, and then you got Usman, in my opinion. You could throw Stipe in there, but that's the only other person to go, debatedly. Now, don't you want to see him fight guys who gives him a challenge?
Or he gives him a challenge,
Dude,
bro, on 6-day notice.
I don't think he
I
does.
think he might.
First of all, can we talk about how Poirier versus Dan Hooker? Have you heard this story? Poirier fought Dan Hooker after a 1.5 year absence when he lost to Khabib.
Yeah.
Came back to fight Hooker. Didn't have a camp because that fight was short notice for Poirier. So he trained with Masvidal in Masvidal's camp. Masvidal was training a 1.5 months out from his fight with Usman.
Yeah, he trains every day, you know. He didn't prepare for him.
He cut weight. That was like the only thing that was different. So when you say it's a 6-day notice,
like they find opponents,
right? But when you when you say 6-day notice, it's not like he wasn't training his ass off. It's not like he was in terrible shape and then whipped it up in 6 days. No, he just had to cut weight in 6 days, which most people do anyway.
I think the style thing is huge, man. You gotta find opponents to spar with.
I think Jorge's leg kicks are gonna give an effect.
Maybe
he kicks.
Maybe, but I think that Masvidal will get dropped. I think Masvidal's getting dropped.
He didn't get dropped.
He didn't get dropped, bro. Honestly, I think Usman got dropped.
No, he didn't get dropped. I'm saying I think he will get dropped.
Who's dropped Jorge?
Who's the last? Oh, yeah. Fucking guy from lightweight. He hasn't. Well, he was on a 4-fight win streak before he lost to Usman.
So he has been knocked down in a while. So I'm not. You know what I mean? Like,
dude, Masvidal's
the reach advantage is something. It's 4 inches, right? 78 to 74. So that is something. But Jorge likes to throw some elbows too. So
I don't know if Jorge has ever been knocked out. Not in the UFC, at least.
So
he's lost a bunch of decisions.
From his performance against Usman, Usman couldn't stand with him. His whole plan was to put him against the cage.
He couldn't stand with him?
Yeah, 100%.
All right.
They went 5 full rounds.
Right.
And Masvidal was pressing in the 5th round.
No, it wasn't.
Yes, he was.
Not in the 5th round.
I think we should rewatch this fight.
We should.
100%.
Can we put it on in the background?
I can look it up while you guys keep talking.
You're gonna have to. Yeah. Okay.
Well, he can put it on his Xbox.
Do you want to?
No, you can just put it on your computer. It's all good.
Okay. It'll be faster.
While we're talking about UFC 261, that's also gonna have 3 title fights. We're gonna have
that's crazy.
It is. We're gonna have the women's flyweight bout. Is it flyweight? I just want to make sure I get these right. Women's strawweight title fight between Weili Zhang and Rose Namajunas. I'm excited for that fight. That's going to be a great fight.
Yeah.
And then we also got the flyweight title bout between Valentina Shevchenko and Jessica Andrade.
Yeah, I think.
And Anthony Smith versus Jimmy Cruz. Jesus, guy.
Sorry.
You're giving our one listener a fucking. But. Oh, yeah, so 3 title fights again.
The women's fight, it's interesting. It's an interesting fight.
Weili Zhang versus Rose Namajunas is very interesting. That's going to be a great fight. I'm pretty sure this is going to be Rose's first fight in strawweight, so she's going to drop some weight.
Yeah. You think they only fought at 251? So what? This is 9 pay-per-views later?
Who?
10 pay-per-views later, and they're fighting again?
Who?
Usman and Jorge. 10 pay-per-views later, they're already fighting.
Right. So it's been probably been 9 months. That was in May.
Yeah. Well, he could get the whole fight because of ESPN.
I know.
That would be sick. But it's fucking 25 minutes.
Yeah, we can just wait.
Well, I'm gonna bring up the 5th round. 5th round.
He is keeping up.
Fourth
he
round.
is keeping up against the fence. He's swinging though.
Also,
can we show this at all?
No,
No, can't. Copyright. Oh, knees. Kind of dropped him.
Jorge's just as scrappy, bro. Decent stamina too, man.
Oh yeah, no, Jorge's great, but Usman's better.
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
People forget,
I don't
man.
know about
It's
that.
like Usman. It's not like Usman was training for Masvidal for more than 6 days either.
True.
You know, he might have been in a little better shape, a little bit. But like he was training for Gilbert Burns.
No,
Who's
that is very
different
true.
than Jorge Masvidal. One, he's like 4 inches shorter. Two, Gilbert Burns is jiu-jitsu, Jorge is wrestling. Like it plays into different ways. And for him to go out there and just clinch him up the whole time and fuck him up 5 rounds, because he did fuck him up 5 rounds. I think it was 49-46.
Took him 5 rounds.
Yeah.
Just saying.
No,
Stopped Colby.
he did. If he didn't break his jaw, who knows if he would have stopped him though. But you're right. He
Is
stopped
Jorge a
Colby.
stopper?
His
I mean, he did
bro.
just
He
stop
didn't break
Gilbert Burns.
Jorge's jaw.
Hmm?
He didn't break Jorge's jaw.
Right. I'm just saying I think Colby deserves a shot.
Jorge Colby. That's the fight
But
that
yeah,
should be
honest-
happening.
It is.
Jorge
It absolutely
Colby.
should be Jorge
They're jumping
Colby.
the gun.
Yeah.
Because they know it'll make
'Cause
money.
Usman versus Thompson.
I'm willing to. I'm
Champion
willing
versus
to.
5 doesn't sell
I'm willing to guess
when
That-
1 and 2 are fighting.
Masvidal makes more money off their rematch than Usman. First of all, I think Jorge makes more money than Usman, and
No.
I think that Jorge makes
You think?
north of $2 million.
No.
Jorge makes more than Usman.
That's what my prediction is.
What
That
type
Jorge-
of endorsements do fighters get
No.
outside of the UFC?
They don't get any outside of. No, I'm talking just their purses from the event.
No.
No.
You don't think so,
No.
No, he's a fucking champion, bro. No.
dude? So
I don't think logistically it can work out that way, man.
no, it can. Fighters make
Like
money on their own
McGregor,
contracts
yeah,
and
maybe,
negotiation
sure.
basis.
But it's I don't know, Masvidal.
So, all right.
Masvidal is a bigger name. People know Jorge Masvidal more than they know Kamaru Usman. That's a fact.
But Usman
That
is
is a fact.
solidified champion.
He is.
He's been
You're
here for
right.
a bit.
Undisputed.
Undisputed.
You just
Remember-
mentioned it. A perfect example is Khabib Conor. Khabib was the champ. Conor made 3 times the amount of money Khabib did.
That's what I said.
I want to check the
He's
pay-per-views
not Conor.
on Gaethje and
Khabib.
Khabib. Yeah.
Khabib made 10 mil.
No, the pay-per-views. Like how many people bought the pay-per-views?
Oh,
I believe it. I think it was more than 800K.
I
No,
wanna
that was
know
Poirier.
how often
that was Khabib Poirier.
how
was
often do
800K.
they make the same
I'm
amount
saying
to show?
Gaethje.
I want to know how
Gaethje.
often that happens.
How often what?
They just make the same amount to show, you know? And then whoever wins gets bonus, you know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know that Curtis Blades made more money than Derek Lewis. Excuse me, Derek Lewis made more money than Curtis Blades.
It wasn't even a lot. It wasn't even as much as Poirier.
What?
Khabib
254? Yeah. I'm sure it was. 'Cause that-
675,000.
well, as soon as ESPN Plus happened,
Khabib made? What'd you say?
No, that was all the pay-per-view buys was 675,000.
For what? I'm sorry.
254.
Khabib Gaethje. That was more of just like MMA fans, like
Yeah.
wanting to see that.
Well, I
fight,
think
like,
that
It
was
might have
right
been
around the
started-
switch to ESPN Plus, and as
Was
soon
it
as that
start of
happened,
COVID?
pay-per-view buys went down.
October 30th.
Also, weird time. It was a weird time during the day. I
Yeah.
remember that.
It was.
It was a weird time.
But honestly,
Great time for us.
I would think
Loved
that
it.
time would be more like people would rather watch it then.
No,
I would think they would get
American
more
fans that are
buys.
just used to it.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
UFC is American based.
Based, it's definitely becoming global as fuck.
Yes,
It is. Well, it's a global sport. It's like FIFA.
Biggest
That's
name.
why the sport's gonna blow up. You're gonna get like
They're gonna start swallowing some of the other
Yeah.
organizations.
LFA and all that shit. Yeah.
One is struggling. Well, not struggling, but dude,
they're gonna have organizations
Promise
fight
you.
each other. Like UFC, they're gonna bring this guy to fight over there.
Nah,
That's
I
how
think it's gonna
think
be
they would do
one
that.
and
telling
UFC left. I think UFC is gonna take Bellator at some point.
You think so? I think Bellator is the second strongest. I think Bellator would take one.
I think one's pretty good, pretty big in the East.
Yeah, but Bellator is huge, dude. Bellator has the
Canada.
tournament coming.
In Canada.
Bellator has the light heavyweight tournament coming. Bellator had
They have
fucking Michael
tournaments?
Chandler and
I
shit.
didn't watch
No,
I bet
remember we
you-
were talking about that? It was
I think they away with
who's
Dude,
the
fuck Michael Page.
who's the buff black dude that fought Adesanya and was standing the whole time? Romero.
Oh, Yoel Romero.
He's
Yeah.
fighting Anthony Johnson. You know, the light heavyweight Anthony Johnson.
Yeah. in
and
Bellator?
Ryan Bader and Lyoto Machida and
I thought
Corey
I
Anderson.
thought Romero went to bare knuckle.
no, he went to Bellator.
If all these
I thought he went
UFC
with Van
fighters,
Zandt.
No. Well, you think they're pals?
I thought I heard that.
I don't think that's true. But yeah, Bellator has this crazy light heavyweight tournament coming up, and it's gotten them a lot of publicity. Bellator's big.
How long do you think Bare Knuckle's gonna last?
Not long.
How about what is it? Eagle FC?
LFA.
LFA?
Oh,
There's
Khabib's?
one.
Khabib's? Is
The
that
Eagles. Khabib.
Khabib's? I don't know, man.
That's backed by the Russian mob, dude. That ain't going anywhere.
I don't know, man. But like,
That ain't going.
it's got to get buys. And what have you heard from the EFC? You've heard nothing. Absolutely nothing. So unless they haven't started doing shows yet,
You could fight in that organization with the UFC and get a shit ton of publicity.
in
like,
that
proper-
organization with the
What?
UFC, what do you
What?
mean?
Yeah, like he could just like.
There's no way UFC
Somehow
is
working it.
sponsoring EFC. No way.
No.
I'm telling you.
No
Unless he
way.
takes Kamaev.
Unless he gets
Oh.
no money.
Kamaya versus Khabib.
Kamaev wouldn't fight
No,
Khabib.
not Khabib. but Kamaev
If
to fight
Kamaev
somebody
goes to
else.
fight EFC.
150
Yeah, he would have to get
Takes
fighters
a
over there.
Makhachev
Right.
later.
You would have to get
Takes
fighters
all-
over there.
These guys just came here to make a name. Now we're gonna follow them.
Now, let me ask you this.
I
If you're
will.
Islam
I might.
Makhachev, and you're 27, and you're boys with Khabib, but you just made $200,000 and you're about to be making $500,000. Do you want to go to EFC and start making $15,000 again?
They're that
Would you
oil.
say Makhachev?
They're
Yeah.
oil.
Oh,
Ain't about money
well,
over there.
I don't know what
Dude,
the
Dude,
fuck Kamaev's
Khabib
excuse
drives a
is.
fucking Toyota truck, bro. Okay.
What is Kamaev's excuse?
Come on. What about Kamaev? We're back on
Why did
Kamaev?
he leave? Why did
Because he has COVID. He couldn't train. And so he got, in Dana White's words, he got frustrated about not being able to train, so he just retired.
He did. He retired.
So if you want to
didn't know he
believe Dana
retired?
White,
Did you know he retired?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That
I'm gonna say-
doesn't make sense.
No, it doesn't.
if you want to believe Dana White, that's what happened, which I
makes
tend
me
not
think
to.
He's going somewhere else.
Dude, this guy almost had 1 million followers. He's not just walking away.
No, I know. I've said that from the beginning. I think we're going to hear something from him in 3 months.
100%.
with the UFC
100%.
or
6
somewhere
months,
else,
3
man.
months.
In the
Dude,
summer,
it
they
hurts
call
his name
Kamaev
more.
like, yo, we need a replacement. We're going to pay you money to come in 3 weeks. Yeah. The dude doesn't have COVID anymore.
Back up to
He's
a
fucking
title shot?
going.
Oh my god, yeah.
If they give
Michael
Kamaev
Chandler?
a title shot, no. Chandler's
No.
lightweight.
No. I'm just saying, like Chandler, like a situation like that.
Oh, like a backup for a title shot?
Yeah.
No way.
And then he gets
No way. Dude's 4-0.
No.
Fuck him. He's not
That would
getting
be
a title
crazy.
shot. Absolutely
That would be
not.
so
4-0 in the UFC.
He could fight Bilal
4-0.
Muhammad. I think that would be a good fight.
They look
Is he
alike.
still on the
They
rankings board?
look alike.
You can't say that.
Is he still on the rankings
What?
board? Dude, UFC already took him off the rankings board. Kamaev's gone.
He was.
He retired-
wasn't ranked.
He
wasn't
was.
even
He was
ranked.
14. Yeah, he was.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Kamaev's ranked. Within 2 weeks of retiring, dipped. Meanwhile, Khabib's been retired for 4 months. He's still on here. As the
Not-
champ. He's the champ. Makes
Yeah,
no
I know.
sense.
We were
That
talking
needs to get out of there.
for
Makes
like
no sense.
for a whole month. We're talking about who's gonna get the shot. Who's gonna get the shot? Dude, it don't matter. He still has the title. It don't matter.
It's ridiculous. There is conversations about Justin Gaethje and Michael Chandler. Hasn't been confirmed or scheduled yet, but that looks like that will be the next fight to make.
No. Well, not for the belt, motherfucker. No way. No way. Chandler does not get the belt that fucking easy, bro.
Dude, I think
Get the
he
fuck
might.
out of here.
I think he might. I think it's for an interim.
He might beat
For an
Gaethje.
interim.
No.
Because Poirier's probably going to fight McGregor again. Oliveira's not getting any fights. Same as ever.
No way.
I got
I
Chandler
don't
over
think Poirier's
Gaethje.
gonna fight McGregor again.
I got Chandler over Gaethje. Am I crazy?
Isn't that crazy? No, it's not at all.
I think I
I
got
do.
him.
You guys both
Okay.
got Chandler?
Dude, if
You're saying
they go
that
for the
Chandler
belt-
would beat Gaethje, but you don't think Chandler deserves a title shot?
yes.
Okay.
No,
Just because he's 1-0 in the
Yeah.
UFC, you're saying?
yes.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He's saying he doesn't deserve to fight Gaethje.
Right. But
But he
if he
is.
did fight
He-
Gaethje, he would
if
beat him.
Yeah.
you
You see where I'm going.
see what's
right?
going on?
That Gaethje
I totally
doesn't
understand what you're
deserve
saying.
To have the belt right now,
No, Gaethje doesn't have the belt.
No one has the belt except for Khabib.
Khabib handed that belt back to Gaethje in the octagon.
No, he didn't. Did he?
You might have.
Your teeth.
We're going to take another quick commercial break. We're going to be right back with MMA Complete. It is March 18th. We're 2 days away from UFC Fight Night 189 between Kevin Holland and Derek Brunson. We're going to be talking about that a little bit more. And we're really going to be talking about UFC 260 coming to you live in 9 days, which we will be live streaming from 6 p.m. all the way through 1 a.m., just like we do every other pay-per-view. So go check that out. SFB NRI platforms. YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram Live, Instagram, MMA Complete, YouTube, MMA Complete, Twitter. Go check out Naked Sports on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. Not
Tinder.
Twitch. Not Twitch. Not Tinder. Not Tinder. Yeah, I think that's it. We're going to be right back.
How the fuck?
Say it on camera.
Say it on camera.
How the fuck did he even get the belt?
You gotta say what you just said.
Because he beat Tony.
Who's overrated?
It's like,
Who's
Yeah.
overrated?
all right, at that time, right?
You think Gaethje's overrated?
Gaethje versus Tony for the belt. At
I
that
think
time.
Tony's overrated.
But you also throw Chandler in the mix, Oliveira, McGregor, Poirier, Khabib.
I think Oliveira's up there.
I think Oliveira's up there too.
I think Oliveira's the next contending champ. If there's
Nah.
ever a belt,
All I'm saying is you're talking about up there, who's next. Khabib's gone.
Out of all those,
I don't give a
people,
shit.
Gaethje,
I don't give a shit what UFC
I put
says.
Ferguson at the bottom, Gaethje next.
Dude,
Then
Gaethje's number one.
Oliveira,
Gaethje is
Chandler.
number one. You could say Poirier is number one because he just beat McGregor. And
I
Poirier
would
beat
like to say
Gaethje a couple
Poirier
years
is
ago.
number one, but I am a Khabib
And if he
fan,
is, and
as
I'm
long
fine
as
with
he's
him
up on
saying
the
that.
rankings.
And if he, I'm fine with that. But Gaethje's two. Let me just read you his record real quick. In the UFC, Justin Gaethje's only lost to 3 people.
Poirier.
Khabib, no shame. Poirier, just about no shame.
he lost to him.
And Eddie Alvarez in 2017, when Eddie Alvarez was beating the shit out of everybody.
Gaethje thinks his stand-up's way better than it is.
Dude, Gaethje, Gaethje has never gone the distance in a fight.
He
Yeah,
told
I
Dana
bet
White
he was
he's
knocked
gonna be
out
the most.
A lot. Michael Johnson.
He has the most
Uh,
performance bonuses ever.
Say he's gonna be the most
Cerrone,
exciting
who
fighter.
else?
Say he's gonna lose fights.
He's beaten James Vick, Edson Barboza.
Vick,
He redeemed.
Edson Barboza.
He beat Edson Barboza. Michael Johnson, Donald Cerrone, Tony Ferguson. I would like to see a rematch Poirier and Gaethje. That's what I would like to see. But it's not going to happen because Poirier is going to fight McGregor.
Poirier should fight Charles Oliveira.
No.
Charles Oliveira beat his ass.
I want to see Chandler fight Oliveira.
Dude, I want
We
to
heard all about these wrestling credentials Chandler has. Throw him in with Oliveira. Let's fucking see it.
How about Ferguson?
Fuck no. Ferguson's fighting Beneil Dariush on May 12th, I believe.
How do you feel about that? You don't like Beneil.
I don't think he's ever heard of
I think
Beneil.
I've lost. I've bet on that
Okay.
motherfucker.
Right?
Yeah. We don't talk about that.
Yeah.
Who
That's
do I feel? Who do I
I
want?
might say something controversial. Tony Ferguson. on his
Overrated.
Way out.
Overrated.
no.
Over-
We've known that for a month.
Overrated. Yeah, we known that when he lost to Charles Oliveira.
I mean, the ground game was so much better.
Right.
And that answers the question: who would win with Khabib? Khabib and him. Like
Yeah, no. Tony will never get.
Khabib would fuck him up on the ground.
Oh my god.
Tony.
Yeah, Tony. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it wouldn't. It would not be.
That
Pretty.
answers. Oliveira,
Ground,
that would be.
maybe. I
Yeah,
think-
Oliveira
I think,
Khabib would be a great fight on the
Khabib's
ground.
just stronger though. He would employ that sambo
Yeah.
and just in wrestling. As well.
Right, but if anybody were to catch Khabib off their back in a submission, it'd be Oliveira.
It might be Poirier.
Well, Poirier is the closest
had
person.
That's what I mean.
Poirier's
Poirier with
had
the
it.
easy. He had it
But-
so tough.
But for like he held it for like a minute and a half, man, and then Khabib slipped it right off, switch mount.
Yeah. And then Poirier was done.
Sunk in a rear naked.
Poirier's done.
And it was over.
Yeah.
Like, he was so quick.
He was so tired.
But
Like, he was in a rear naked, spun around, sunk his.
Poirier almost did beat him. Closest person to beat him.
By the way, the one big fight that has been scheduled that we haven't talked about yet is Darren Till versus Marvin Vettori. That's going to be happening April 10th. It's going to be headlining UFC Fight Night 190. I really hope I have these numbers right because I'm kind of just stuck to my guns. But yeah, Darren Till versus Marvin Vettori, April 10th. Who you guys got? Adesanya wants to fight Darren Till next.
I got Darren Till.
Why?
I'm surprised he's the
We'll see.
underdog.
I got Darren Till, but I don't think he deserves a fucking title shot. The fuck? What's he even ranked?
4.
Fucking really?
He
I'm pretty sure he's 4.
is 4. We looked at it.
Yeah, 4.
He just lost.
Cannonier's still 3.
Oh wait,
He didn't just lose to Whitaker. He lost to Whitaker in like May.
I'd like to see Cannonier versus
Has he
Darren
fought
Till if
since
Darren
then?
Till wins.
he hasn't fought.
Till? No.
Yeah.
Till was supposed to fight someone. And it got
Sucks.
what's it called? Got COVID.
He did or something.
Forget who Till was supposed to fight.
I forgot too.
Kamaev?
No.
No. They
No
call him
way.
out though. When
Oh,
Kamaev-
Till was supposed to fight Jack Hermanson. And then Till got COVID and Marvin Vettori stepped in and beat Hermanson on like a week notice. And now it's Vettori versus Till.
So what's Vettori ranked?
5.
5. Jack Hermanson 6. Brunson 7. Gastelum 8. Kevin Holland 10. Chris Weidman still there at 11. Sean Strickland's 15 now. Sean Strickland's ranked.
Weidman's still there. 11. Sorry.
Sean Strickland is he might
He's
be a
hot
little
or cold.
overhyped.
He's hot or cold.
Yeah.
He's a big dude though. He can knock people out.
He's got some strong kicks.
Oh man.
Is
Kickboxer.
Luke's in there, right?
Vicente Luque?
Yeah.
Vicente Luque is welterweight.
Walter, yeah.
Vicente Luque is 10th in welterweight, fighting number 7 Tyron Woodley. Damian Maya's still ranked. When the hell did Damian Maya last fight?
So I got Till. You got Till.
I guess so.
You.
Me. I got Till. I got Till. Vittori's really good though. Vittori is really good standing up, like way better than we ever thought when he fought Hermanson.
Dude,
Yeah.
he got crap.
Jack Hermanson got
Adesanya.
Yeah, he did, but that was a long time ago. That was like 4 years ago. Who hasn't gotten crapped down by
4 years ago. Fuck no, it wasn't. It was like 3 years ago.
Wasn't, yeah.
Th-
Yeah, Adesanya
Less
probably
than
hasn't even been in the UFC for 4 years.
2 3/4.
2 3/4.
Nah.
Quarter. Water.
Water.
Water. You're fucking professor.
I just took that final, bro.
Did you?
You want to hear something fucking annoying?
Can you tell it to me in 10 minutes when I'm
Yes,
done?
Of course.
Yeah.
I can.
All right. We got 10 minutes
Dude,
left.
just throw a commercial.
Okay. We're going to be right back. We're going to talk about this really exciting segment that we have specially planned for the last 10 minutes of this.
Not getting your emails. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, okay, I've sent it to you now twice. I'm like, I haven't.
All right, Dylan, super fun story is over so we can get
Sorry.
back to business. All right.
That guy sucks.
UFC 260, boys. 9 days away. We're going to be talking about UFC 260 in depth next week, but for right now, we're just going to be making picks, and then we're going to be out of here.
Skim over it.
Sean O'Malley versus Thomas Almeida.
Sean O'Malley.
I don't even know who Thomas Almeida is, but
Thomas Almeida. You know who he is.
I wanna
Huge.
know.
Thomas Almeida was actually really good. He went like 16-0, and then he fought like 4 or 5 top-ranked dudes, and he lost all of them. Like he's literally on like a 4-fight lose streak. 3 or 4. I can't remember what it is.
Thomas Almeida?
Yeah.
I'm going to have to look it up. All right.
So you want to say no until you look at
What's
Thomas
his
Almeida?
style?
Couldn't tell you really.
I don't like O'Malley, man.
Why
Pisses me
not?
off, man.
Really?
He's dude.
You don't like any of the fun guys.
This is where like all the other fighters are, right?
Yeah.
And then like I'm gonna throw Cejudo is like so cringy. He's up here, and then O'Malley's like right fucking there.
You think that O'Malley's on Cejudo's level of cringe?
Oh, I hate
Dude, I don't know.
None of that bend the knee
it's
shit.
gross, bro.
All right, so Dylan's going to push. I'm going to say O'Malley.
I got O'Malley.
Tyron Woodley,
Not even
Vicente
involved.
Luque.
Woodley. It's a shot in the fucking dark. Woodley. I'll explain next week in depth.
Right.
I think
He will be
Luque
on- he will
has
be
pretty
picked
good
on Bet the
jujitsu.
Deed.
Does Luque have pretty good jujitsu?
I think everybody in the UFC has pretty good jiu-jitsu.
No, I'm saying outstanding jujitsu.
Yes. Outstanding.
Do you know his record? Like, have your
Premier.
Any-
Vicente Luque is 19-7-1.
submissions? How many submissions?
It's 2.
3,
No
4,
idea.
8.
I'll look it up.
Well, you don't know if. All right. Well, he
Off
probably,
the top of my
he
head,
probably
Vicente
doesn't-
Luque's record? No, I don't.
I'm not
you?
saying that. I'm saying like off the top of your head. Do you know if he's had any submissions?
Yeah, I'm sure he has. He's a balanced fighter.
Couple. He said a couple in the UFC.
He Darce choked Nico Price in
Okay.
2017,
Okay,
and he Darce choked Alvaro Herrera Mendoza in 2016.
but that's
And he Anaconda choked Hader Hassan in 2015.
I don't
All
know.
of his recent fights have been knockout or decision victories, though, except for Stephen Thompson, which he lost by unanimous decision.
So now you're gonna think he's
Hmm.
probably gonna want to keep it on the feet.
He
So
also,
keep it on the
his
feet.
last loss before that was a unanimous decision to Leon Edwards in 2017, and a unanimous decision to Michael Graves. So he's never been finished, Vicente Luque.
That's interesting.
Mhm.
Now, who's you? Tyron Woodley?
Tyron
Not
Woodley.
a finished guy.
Not a finished guy, unless he puts you to sleep, which he has. He knocked out Robbie Lawler, which is fucking saying something, especially when he did it in 2016. Knocked out Josh Koscheck. Remember that fucking guy? Josh
Yeah.
Koscheck.
Fuck Koscheck.
What a bitch.
Dude, I got Woodley. Just
Tyron
because-
Woodley beat Jay Huron. Wow, Woodley's been in the fucking... Wow, he's been in forever. 2009? Jesus. Good for him.
I might go Luque.
I think I'm going to go Woodley. Volkanovski Ortega. Featherweight championship.
Volkanovski.
Big one. Okay. Volkanovski.
Volkanovski.
Yeah.
The rule of previous wins. Volkanovski beats Holloway twice. Holloway beats Ortega. I'm going to say Volkanovski beats Ortega.
And then Ortega faces Max Holloway.
No, I think Max Holloway deserves another title shot.
Isn't that Ortega Hall?
I respect that. I can. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep, and Volkanovski's won the first two. Although the second one, it should have been Holloway. Absolutely should have been Holloway.
Yeah, I think it should have been Holloway both times, right?
The first one was probably
First one was
Volkanovski.
probably. I think the second
Right.
one was
It was they were both super close. Volkanovski won the last 2 rounds of the second fight though.
Max Holloway looks so good in his last fight, dude. Like, obviously,
Right.
he set the
What's
record
his
against
face?
Calvin Qatar.
Yeah.
But
That was ridiculous though. That was just
He's
that was
training
superhuman
different.
shit.
He's he
Um
looks like a
all right.
different fighter.
All right. Stipe Ngannou too. That's 9
Stipe.
days. It's in 9 days.
Really? Stipe. All day.
Stipe. All day.
I don't think
I'm
Ngannou's
back
gonna-
and forth. I'm
Oh,
back
he's-
and forth.
He has
He's
been.
gonna-
He's been back and forth for months.
He's got
I don't know if it's because of the Joe Rogan podcast.
What did Joe say? Oh, Ngannou's got power.
No, he talked about how Ngannou was in salt mines as a kid.
Yeah,
That's about what it was.
Shut up.
But he's
Joe.
more prepared
Talk
now.
about UFOs. Or
He's
something.
more
Stick to
prepared
fucking
now.
UFOs,
He's
Joe.
more prepared.
He's
You don't
more
think
prepared.
Stipe is prepared?
Stipe
Stipe.
fucking mauled him, man, and he took hard shots.
Stipe. Fine.
Okay. All right.
I'll keep the streak alive because we've been on the right page. So.
All right. So there you have it. There's our picks for UFC 260. That's going to be pretty much it for us. You guys got anything else to say? Any other fights you want to talk about?
Pip,
Yeah,
doodly-doo.
definitely.
Pip the doodly do.
I think that 261 is going to be fire.
I think it's going to be one of those overselling, underwhelming fights. I don't think it's going to be that great. The 2 women title fights almost intrigue me as much as Kamaru Usman Masvidal. I'm going to be honest with you because I believe it should be Colby.
Should be Kobe Jorge.
Yeah. No, it should. I feel like it should be Colby Jorge.
Do you think?
What's crazy is Usman just fought. Usman just fought in
He got
February,
rocked.
and now he's going to fight 2 months later.
Dude, he might be.
Usman usually takes way longer than that.
Dude, all right, I'm gonna talk bantamweight real quick. Instead of Sterling fighting Jan, right? You don't want that to happen, right?
I do.
I want that to happen.
I mean, we want it to happen. It's not going to happen. So is Sterling going to get Sandhagen?
Yeah.
Dude, fuck this guy.
I like Sandhagen.
Why?
I like Sandhagen too.
I think he got choked the fuck out.
Yes,
I think he's
he
going
did.
to prepare.
By Sterling.
And he's like, oh, it's
Oh,
for the
more
fucking belt.
prepared. Oh, so you don't think the
For
other guy
belt.
isn't?
For the belt.
No, I think Sterling beat Sandhagen again.
Fuck
That's
Sterling.
Sandhagen right there.
Wow.
It's announced. I'm saying it right here.
Wow. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
I
Wow.
think Sterling Jan should fucking happen though, but it's going to take a while because Sterling's going to take a minute
It's-
before he
why
comes back.
is he taking a minute? There's
Because
no,
he got concussed.
there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
Bro,
You're
just
not
got-
concussed now. Just say you're gonna rematch him because that's what should happen.
Bro, you got to think of it in his
You don't
perspective.
even think he should. Nobody should have.
You
to
got to
do it.
think of it in his perspective, dude.
I
Dude's 29 in COVID times. He just won the
I
belt.
agree with
He's
you.
trying to
No,
party.
it wouldn't sit right with me, man.
How are you gonna cry and say you shouldn't get the belt like that and all this stuff after, and then you're not even gonna fight the dude? Come on,
Right.
man. Don't be
Nobody-
a faker.
dude.
That's what I'm getting at.
Right.
Like, don't be crying, poor me. You know, when you know.
Well, he was concussed. He's gonna cry.
Like he
I'm
has
not
the
saying
belt.
cry. He's crying because he shouldn't win the belt like that, not for
Like-
getting knocked out.
The belt just needs to be up in the air right now.
It
Man.
does, and
The
It
UFC
needs to have
come
a
out and
rematch.
Say
it needs to.
we've stripped it of Sterling.
Can't.
It's up in the air.
We should get because I'm sure
No, they
Khabib.
strip it of Jan.
I'm sure Khabib and Piotr Jan are friends, so we should just
They
get.
should have left it.
We should just say
And then
Khabib
strip
say
him
something
afterward.
about Jan, and then Dana White will have to listen, and then it'll get a rematch, and it'll be all set.
There's no reason why that shouldn't be the first fight back of your. You shouldn't even get to pick another fighter. You
Right.
know what I mean?
They shouldn't have called it like that. They should have given it to Jan, stripped him of it after, had Sterling fight Sandhagen whenever he's fucking ready,
No,
and then Jan gets the winner of that. Gets an immediate,
I don't agree with that
Once
either.
he
I don't
learns
think there's a
all the
perfect
rules.
scenario in
There
this
isn't
situation.
I was just gonna say that. I don't think there is a right way. Well, there is probably a right way,
so
but
weird, man. You can't have illegal fucking strikes to end the match for a champion.
And then
For a
the
fucking
main
belt.
event in the
What
next
the
fight
fuck?
night is the same shit. And then Leon Edwards fucking pokes
Yeah,
out
I
Bilal
know.
Muhammad's eye, and that's the same shit. All right, we got to get out of here. We got 2 minutes until Ocean State Athlete Podcast, which is coming up next on SFPNRI. Check out that. Chris Carbone Jr. hosts. Pretty good. We're going to be out of here.
yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you for coming. That's episode 38 in the books. Mark Tosi, we miss you. Shout out, Mark.
38, huh? Wow.
So yeah, we're gonna be back here live next Thursday at 7 p.m. for Bet the Deed, 8 p.m. for MMA Complete, and then the Saturday after that, March 27th, UFC 260 live stream from 6 p.m. to 1 a.m. Check that out on MMA Complete YouTube and any SFBNRI, including Naked Sports platforms.